I've been unemployed for 6 months, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks and even lessons that I've learned being unemployed when it comes to the job market because the job market is not smiling, you guys. It is the trenches here. So let's dive right in. So, I'm Ivy. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while, but your girl is back and I'm going to be giving you value in this video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're an OG that you've been waiting, I'm back. So yes, as I said earlier, I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks as to how to navigate the job market, particularly if you're in the tech space and you're actively looking for a job. If you want to get employed like sharp, if you want to be like me, no, I'm not employed yet. I'm still looking for a job, by the way. If you want to basically go on this journey with me, I'm going to be sharing things that have worked for me to even get callbacks and to even like land interviews and even offers. So yeah, watch this video to the end, give it a thumbs up and leave a thoughtful comment. Now I'm going to be hammering on a lot of things, and one in particular is basically building a personal brand. I would say it's not enough to have a strong application. You can have a very good resume, but if you don't build a brand, if you have no mouth in the social space, if you're not connecting with people in your niche, it's going to be a lot harder to actually get a job, right? So I would say if you're a newbie, something you should actually hammer on is building in public. You want to build a personal brand. You want to be known for something. If you're a front-end developer, if you're a creator, if you're a marketer, if you're a software engineer, please document your journey in public. It will help you in building your personal brand, which makes getting offers and getting jobs a lot easier. So first things first, it's okay to say to yourself the job market is the trenches, because it is hard here. It is very hard to actually stand out. And I think when you have that in mind, it makes you think out of the box. If everybody's applying to a particular role, what can make you stand out? You don't expect to be the only one when applying for a job. So like, let's say about 100 people apply for the job. What can you do to actually stand out, to even get a call back or an interview? Not just saying, oh, I have an 8 years friendly resume, I will get the call back. No, you have to be very creative when it comes to your approach. So first step is, after applying for a job, please follow up with the company. Go to LinkedIn and find the HR or find somebody in your department that you want to go to and send them a message. When they put a word for you, it becomes easier, to get a call back for an interview. Because nobody, in quotes, as it's over them, not everybody has the time to just believe what you have on paper, right? Get that. And a bonus is to note that please have an 8 years friendly resume. 8 years means an applicant tracking system. Now, it basically means having the right keyword, having the right format of a resume. Most of you don't have applicants like 8 years friend resumes, and you don't even get callback in your application process, right? So basically, you can join my Telegram community. I shared a free resume template to get to help you with your job search. I think I actually put some some filler words there, right? To actually show you what a good one looks like. Always please apply with an 8 years friendly resume. If not, it bounces it out of the system, meaning that a human being will not even see it because it passes through like a robot. And if you don't have the keywords, if you don't have the format, you will not get a call back. And you want to at least get to the eyes of a human being, of a HR personality, right? You get that. And now the second tip is to stop mass applying. You basically want to pick a focus area and don't use one resume to apply to several jobs. No, always think of resume as dynamic. It is not a one format or a one-time thing. You have to keep on updating it, like blending the right code, because every job description is different. You don't always have the same job description, right? And you basically want to, be part of the top candidates for the job. So you have to pick keywords in the job description, put them on your resume. Now, what I do is that I go to ChatGPT and I paste the JD there and I tell it to give me the keywords. Then I put it in my resume, right? That way I at least rank higher when it passes through the 8 years. I become a top candidate. Like, I am just rewarding my resume to fit what they are looking for. So like now, let's say for example, now I'm looking for a community manager role. I have to be very specific. I'm looking for a community manager role. I'm not basically blending, okay, I'm looking for a community role, I'm looking for a marketing role. No, you have to be very specific. Now, it is okay to be multifaceted, right? But now, for somebody like me that, okay, I'm good with content and I'm also good with marketing and community, I can say, okay, for the first 2 weeks in this month, I want to be applying for just community roles. Or I create a separate resume for marketing So I'm basically using, like, I'm using different resumes to apply for different roles, because you don't want to basically what's called blend one resume for different roles. No, you have to basically split yourself into two. Be very specific, because the more specific you are, the more serious you look, and the more serious you're taking your resume. And a pro tip is to actually use tools. For me, I use Google Sheets, I use my notes, and I also use tabs on Google. Like Chrome has this feature called tabs. It helps me to group my thoughts, so I know how many I've applied to, how many I've pitched to, how many have called me back, how many have replied me. It basically keeps things tidy, so I am not lost in the whole application process, right? So please keep a tool. It could be Google Sheets, it could be like manually taking notes. Okay, today I DM'd XYZ. It basically keeps things clean, so you have a clear tracking system of how strategic you are when it comes to your application process as well. Now, the third tip, when it comes to job boards, I'm not really a fan per se, because I haven't really used a lot, but I personally use X and I use LinkedIn. And I also use platforms like Product Hunt or Well Found. Now, for Product Hunt, I don't basically apply directly. I basically check companies that are actively hiring, right? Then I go to LinkedIn and DM the HR, and DM HR there. That's basically how I approach, applying for jobs using job board. And if at all I apply for a job on the job board, I also make sure that I follow up on LinkedIn. I find somebody that works in the company, send them a message, and also send them my CV, so they know that, okay, this girl is actually serious. And now, if you cannot find the person on LinkedIn, I use a tool called Hunter.io. That will basically helps you get email of people in the company for the most part. Hunter.io or Apollo.io, it basically gives you emails of people that are in the company for free, but you need a domain email to sign up. So I don't know, but it shall help you get a domain email. It's not so expensive. You understand? And now the last tip is to cold mail. A lot of you don't know how to cold mail, but honestly, if you go to ChatGPT and just say create a pitch template that I can send to this HR personality, and paste your resume there, so at least it has a better understanding of your skills and also your experience. That way, it basically becomes direct to the point. Here's an example. You can see how direct, you can see how straightforward it is when it comes to my cold mail template. Don't be giving straight. No, go straight to the point. Yeah, you apply for this job and you are XYZ. Showcase your skills. Say, think of job hunting as a value exchange. Companies will only pay you if you have value to give them in return. You're getting paid because you have something of value, something they are looking for, right? So think of it that way. You're not like working for free. You're giving them something and they're giving you something. It's basically an exchange of value. Now, the last tip is to know that job hunting is hard, but you were made for this. You have to be resilient. You have to tell yourself that everything is going to be fine, because if not, you end up crying. And again, it's okay to cry. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to be overwhelmed. Again, this market is not smiling, right? So it's very fine to be unsure. Like, honestly, I took a break for like a week one time because I was so exhausted. I had been I had been posting on LinkedIn that I've been looking for a job, right? And I wasn't really getting a lot of callbacks. I took a break because a girl cannot die. You understand? So please feel free to take a break. Don't kill yourself doing too much, but don't give up. That's the most important. You can't give up. Rest though, but come back and work. Because again, you're looking for money, right? So please don't give up. It is hard out there, yes, but you are tougher. You're a tough person. You're a tough human. And again, think of the reward. When you actually end up getting that job, how would you feel? And you won't get it if you take a break now, if you give up now. So please don't give up. So to recap, or in summary rather, first things first is to build in public, have a personal brand. It is very important. Second thing is to basically have a dynamic resume. Don't apply for all jobs with one resume. No, think of it as dynamic. Always update and blend in keywords into your resume. Next thing again is to also have tools that are using to track your applications. It could be Google Sheet, it could be Notion, it could be you writing down manually. Always have a tracking system for your tools. It's very important. Next thing is to also learn how to pitch, learn how to use cold mail templates to recruit, because it's not enough to actually apply. You also have to follow up and get a referral, get somebody to put in a word for you, right? And you can get that through LinkedIn or using tools like Contact.io or Apollo.io, SNOV.io. I'm not so sure, but I will put the links here so you can also use them as well. And lastly is to not give, because if you give up now, you won't get that job, and you need to get your back up in 2025. I honestly don't want to do this whole 6 months of unemployment thing, because guys, it's been very weird for me. It's been so weird, but at the same time, I would say I'm also grateful because I've also been trying to like create more content on TikTok, and I have also really like learned how to edit better. I think I'm trying. So I'm really good for the break, but the girl is back. So if you are looking for a community manager, a marketing strategist, then I'm your girl, because I have over 4 years of experience and I am actively looking for a role. I've worked with VCs, I've worked with startups, and I've also worked with an agency as well. So I have a ton of experience. If you're looking to like fill out a role, recommend me or email me and I will definitely get back to you. And I'm also a UGC creator, by the way. So if you want brands to like, if you have things or products that I want to showcase, then I would gladly help you do that. Just email me and we can talk as well. With that, we've come to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned a thing or two, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would gladly answer them. Don't forget to like and subscribe and put on your post notification. That's it. Like, click that bell button so at least you can always see when I post new videos, because your girl always gives value and I'm getting better at it. So yeah, with that, bye. Mwah.